I am driving in my car. This is as good a time as any to introduce to you guys the Nameless Yoga. So it's not even like I even made it up, because I can't make it up. It hasn't been discovered yet. So this type of yoga is your specific, unique yoga. And we find out what this yoga is by listening to our body intently. If we have a yoga teacher that tells us to do a pose and we hurt ourselves, were we listening to our body? Were we listening to the true master? No. We were trying to follow someone else's yoga. So the Nameless Yoga is you simply follow what feels good. If it feels bad, don't do it. Those are the bare minimum requirements for doing the Nameless Yoga. I'm in my car right now driving. So how do we use the Nameless Yoga while driving? I found that my back kind of hurts after driving. Oh, this is a perfect job for the Nameless Yoga. A number of things that I do is that I try not to sit in the same position. I try to move my pelvis around a little bit, move my shoulders around a little bit. Drive for a little while with my pelvis in one position, and drive for a little while with it in a different position. Drive for a while with my shoulders forward, drive for a while with my shoulders back. Now, we don't want to do too much movement as not to disrupt our driving, but little subtle movements will help that achiness we have after we step out of the car. Another thing we can do is that if we have a hand free for a second, we can just twist our wrist and just move our wrist a little bit. Even just scanning through our body and feeling where we're clenching something unnecessarily. Driving's kind of scary, and so it's very common, it's very normal to be clenching certain parts of our body out of trying to be alert. So we can just be aware of those things while being aware of the road. This is important. So the Nameless Yoga is just about what feels good, and it can be done while you're doing anything. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's simply about being aware of your body. It's important to be aware of what the mind's doing as well. This helps the body, because when we think scary thoughts and we think frustrated thoughts, we ultimately clench in the body. The frustration is manifested in these physical symptoms from the body, and over time there's wear and tear from these emotions. So once again, the Nameless Yoga is simply being aware of all sensations, all actions of the mind, and moving towards what feels good and what is peaceful, and moving away from what hurts and what is frustrating. Many times we don't actually have to move or change our physical position. We can just change our mental position, and things start to get a little easier. Whenever your body's feeling kind of poopy, try out the Nameless Yoga. Simply notice what feels good and move away from what feels bad. Constant adjustments, constant little movements, constant awareness until the next present moment.